problem 2, exercise 13.7 in your text, is a problem that every business person will face at least 1 billion times in their career. It's where somebody comes into your facility, whether it's a hotel, a restaurant, and they say, look, we want to bring in a group of X hundred people, but we want a deal. Because nobody ever comes in and says, we want to bring in X hundred people and we want you to charge us more. They always want less. First thing you have to do when you're making that decision is you have to decide, do you have excess capacity? If you have excess capacity, if you can do more without renting new factory equipment, getting more warehouse equipment, then you'll consider it. If it makes you go out and buy more warehouse equipment, more factory equipment, if it makes you exceed your capacity, don't. As a matter of fact, if you're at capacity, the only price you will sell to anybody, including a subsidiary of your own company, is full selling price, because you're selling all that you can make. So this company makes a personal computer, and it has the capacity to produce 40,000 units a year, but it's currently producing 32,000. So right away we see 8,000 units excess capacity. That's where my head goes first. Can we even think about this? If it said we're making 40, we're selling 40, mass is ended, we're done. I don't care what price they're offering unless it's full retail. The computer's normal price is $750, no volume discounts. The unit level costs for the production are $250 for direct materials and $225 for direct labor. Okay, and $62.50 for indirect unit level manufacturing cost. And remember, unit level means the cost to make one unit. So to make one unit, it costs us $250 plus $225 plus $62.50, and I guess we probably should add that up because we might want to know what that number is. I'm looking for my calculator. I found it. Okay, so we need to have $250 plus $225 plus $62.50. So altogether, that's what, $537.50? Is that what that works out to? Did I do something wrong? $250, $225, $37.50. Okay. So that works out to $537.50. Nice, keep that in head. Total product and facility level cost incurred by the year. So this is total. Incurred by CATSIV during the year are expected to be $2 million and $500,000. So their entity level, their overhead, they're not going to change. Assume that CATSIV receives a special order to produce 6,000 units at $562.50. Do we want to take a look at that? Well, my first down and dirty number, I'm going to look at this, I'm going to say, what do we have here? We had 537.50. So I'm going to do 537.50. And that gives me what, $15 each, something like that. 562.50, clear, 562.5 minus 537.5 gives me $25 per unit. So my gut reaction is that should we take this these special order for 6,000? My gut reaction is that yeah, we should. But this is an NCIS. I'm not Gibbs. Let's not go with gut reaction. Let's do it the way we're supposed to. So additional revenue. They tell us that they'll get 6,000 units and they'll pay us $562.50, which I don't seem to be able to write down this morning, which is $3,375,000 in additional revenue. This is also called incremental revenue. Now the unit level materials, that's batch level direct materials, or a unit level direct materials, 250 times 250, that's 1,500,000. And then the unit level direct labor, they tell us that as well, 6,000 times 225. They gave us that number as well. 225, so that's 1,350,000. Now these are unit level costs. Last chapter we called these variable costs. The same thing, just a different term. And then the unit level overhead, the variable manufacturing overhead per unit, 6,000 units times 62.50 gives us 375. So if you take the 3,375,000, subtract the 1,000,005, the 1,000,003, the 375, you come up with $150,000. So yes, they should take the order. By the way, just for the record, if you take a look at my down and dirty way of doing it, 6,000 units, $25 a unit, we made $150,000. Either way will work. As long as you have excess capacity, anything in excess of variable cost, unit level costs, will add to your contribution margin for the company. Typical question, typical problem, you'll deal with it 100 times in your career. It's just something that every business deals with.